I wanted to also talk about PR and marketing. We saw a presentation not that long ago on, I think, Ron's request on the ultimate cost of Pegasus, of the wrapping Pegasus in. It didn't make sense to me. And so I went back and I looked at the numbers for the 2013 budget, 2013-2014 budget, what it costs for the administrative department and for the Pegasus, because those two combined are roughly the same functions as what today is administrative fund and PR marketing department. We kind of wrap their head around that for a second, meaning that in 2013-2014, the admin fund had a budget of $907,000, and the Pegasus was $185,000. Okay? Today, we have an admin department and a PR marketing department and no Pegasus. The combination of, in 2013-2014, and by the way, I'm comparing 13-14 to 15-16 because last year was kind of a transitional year. 13-14 was the last year we had Pegasus. This year is the first budgeted year of not being in that mid-transition, so it's a little hard to compare. But 13-14 admin plus Pegasus, $1,092,000, $392,360. So a little over $1 million. This year, admin plus PR and marketing, pretty close to the same, $1,098,000. So roughly the same, except that in 13-14, admin fund had a director of strategic planning. It had a couple other positions. I feel like we're paying more for Pegasus now. I feel like we're paying more for Enid Television Network. And we can't look at the upgrades because those upgrades were paid out of savings that had been accumulated. And Pegasus was going to do that anyway. And we had a PR director in 13-14, and we have a PR director now. And I've looked at the numbers 4 or 5 ways. We're not paying less for Pegasus, for Enid Television Network. We are in no world paying less. And we are paying, I think, more to the tune of $100,000 or so. I mean, it is not an insignificant increase. And we were promised when we made this transition, when we took out a nonprofit that had a long history and lots of fans, that it would save money. And I'm not going to say that we don't have a higher quality of service. I mean, I think we are, I love the new HD stuff. But again, that was something that Pegasus was trying to get to. They weren't there yet. I think we can all agree to that. But I have a real problem with now, after giving them a transition year, give them a year to get everything going, I understand it's hard, we're paying a lot more money. I don't know if anybody has any explanation for it. I don't know if I'm looking at numbers wrong, but this is the time to talk about the PR budget. I don't know what our PR department does for us aside from Pegasus and the stuff that makes us look good. The programming on Pegasus ETN, Enid Television Network. The city connection.
The salaries are higher now than they've been.
Oh yeah. A lot. I don't think we're getting our money's worth for our PR department. I don't want to just pick on any individual staff, but I don't know where we're getting. What am I missing, Gerald? Or am I looking at the numbers wrong?
No, I think as you see the numbers, and I'm looking up on the chart up here, it clearly shows that we're spending more than about $30,000 more. Is that right, Aaron? In this budget than the current year we're in. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then,
Well, but I'm more interested in 13-14 than 14-15 because 14-15 is this budget plus a year, or less a year.
I will tell you from my perspective as your city manager, I'm very pleased with where we're at with PR marketing. I understand your comments, I understand. I agree with you, it is costing more money. I think we have a better product though. I think that you have, the city has a capability that's much better than it was under Pegasus to not only put out our public releases, but also to put out information in the city that I think the citizens that do watch Pegasus and now watch ETN find useful. And knowing about city operations, knowing about getting to know the commissioners, getting to know the city manager.
To me, that's hard to put in cost.
The amount of press releases has decreased significantly over the last year than we used
The amount of what
press releases.
And I don't want to put any dollar value on some of the city connection stuff and all that. It's lovely, and I don't think it's hurting us, but I don't want to pay any more money for that. I mean, I have heard all kinds of positive feedback on the increase in quality of this meeting, of our city commission meetings. And by the way, as soon as we get study session on board, I'll quit hearing most of the complaints I hear about ET. Because people like that, they can sit and watch us even more for some unknown reason. But
I look
this
at,
I get, but I don't see the value in what we're getting. And I feel like if we can save $100,000 by trimming that somehow, we can make use of that really well somewhere else. If we're gonna be cutting, this I see as fluff.
I look at it a little differently. They are promoting the city of Enid, and they're doing it in a very professional way. And if you went outside and tried to hire somebody, you would have a hard time paying them less than $100,000. They're promoting Enid, they're very professional. They are the marketing branch, if you will, for the city of Enid. And the city of Enid provides them with the information.
Well, but-
Just a minute. That's the way I look at it. They're marketing Enid the way I think it should be, as opposed to going out and find somebody else that is not connected to the city of Enid.
And that might be
And
one
you
thing.
pay a price for that.
And that would be one thing, one scenario, but we have $600,000 for ERDA to market Enid to businesses. We have Visit Enid, which markets Enid. I mean, that is their role, is to do
But
nothing
it
but
markets
market.
Enid outside of Enid, that's their goal. That's their mission statement, is to market Enid outside of Enid, so they're actually marketing to Enid.
I think they're doing their job, and I think
And
it's
that's-
working. I agree with you with expense. I wasn't in favor of expense like it is, but I think we're getting value for it.
I don't.
That's my opinion. That's one opinion.
One comment, I support what Ben's saying. When I came on this commission, we had one person for the PR, that was our total PR department, one person. And prior to that person being hired, to the best of my knowledge, we've never had anybody in that capacity. And in just a few years, we've gone from one person and had a very significant budget to almost $500,000 a year operation. And I think we need to be cautious about continuing to expand that role.
Look at what is happening.
Well, the PR and marketing this year is 6 full-time positions and 2 part-time positions. Pegasus was 3 full-time positions, maybe 2.5 full-time positions. In 2013, 2014, our admin department, which included the PR folks, was 7 full-time and 1 part-time. This year, admin's still 4 full-time. And then PR itself is 6 full-time and 2 part-time. There's a big growth, even including the Pegasus. And I don't know about everybody else, but I do not, from the public in Enid, from the people we're targeting, I don't hear a whole lot of positive stuff about it. I hear good news about these meetings, and I hear people who like to watch us, but I don't hear outstanding reviews of the performance of our PR department in the public. I know that,
Ben?
yeah,
You asked if they do.
I have, and this isn't the first time we have a problem. I've looked at this. This is not my. Mostly, it appears to me to be producing content for Enid Television Network, operating Enid Television Network. There's some appearing at events when requested, but those haven't gone. And there is putting together events.
On top of that, Cheryl, what do they do on top of that?
Well, on top of that, what they do for me is they prepare resolutions, they prepare press releases, they manage the website. You talked about six exactly. And so out of those 6 positions, 2 of them we had already. Derek was one of them. And we did have, before Steve, there was Becky Hodgin.
That may have was out.
That
may have the salary. That's a big chunk.
I think what I'm getting from them is you know, you talked about visiting, you're right, they marketing it outside of Enid. ERDA has nothing to do with PR for the city, PR marketing directly for the city, per se. They're out there getting jobs, and they're out there working on retail incentives with Ricky Hayes. What the city's marketing PR does is put out information, street closings, engineering issues, community parks events, things like that. What I hear, at least a couple of you report, is saying that you're not happy with what we're getting for that. I guess I accept that, but do you you all feel that way, or is it just a couple of you? I mean, we engaged in this because the commission, it's a decision, or the commission as a whole made a decision, although I'm sure there were some dissenting votes, as I recall, to go this way. And so we've done that. I think it's unreasonable to think that it's going to operate with the city doing it at the same budget as Pegasus going forward.
Well, now that part, Gerald, when we started this out, we were promised, David promised us, Steve promised us, Eric promised us, that in no scenario would the city taking over Pegasus cost more money. Now, I didn't buy it because it's an expensive thing to do, but
But this
certainly.
isn't all just the takeover of Pegasus.
No, it
It's a
isn't.
whole
No,
other-
that's absolutely right. And I gotta say, I don't have objection to the theory of having a PR department. We need to have a PR department. We're a big entity. I'm not pleased with what we are getting for our money. And I don't have the ability during the year to do any correction to that, because that's your show. After we pass this budget, it's on you. And I can complain all I want during the year, but this is my time when I get to say, the check you were asking me to write for this department is not justified by the performance that I believe we had gotten last year. I don't know if we need to cut it. I don't know if this is just, let's look at it again in 6 months. I'm really open to suggestions, but
Well, I'm sure there's not all the kinks on it, even 15, 16. I would hope that, I don't know what, haven't seen the books, but I still bet there's still things being bought and upgraded. And I don't know if we can still go into this year's.
well, those being paid for separately. I mean, that's being booked differently. The purchase of equipment has always been booked differently, in part because the city for several years wrote checks to Pegasus, because Pegasus was saving up for a long time to buy new equipment.
I really think if there's still a pace that we wouldn't have a TV station right now.
You know,
The way it was being. handled.
we have absolutely, I mean, that's TV, who knows?
Just a minute. To look at the other side, I think it makes us look more of a professional city. I like the mix of what they're doing on the PR side as much as the Enid television. You've got two different systems working there, and I like the mix, and I think it makes us look professional now and will go in the future.
Well, one of the things, Commissioner Zell, I hear you saying is, you know, if there's some things you're not happy about, I probably need to get with you even after this meeting and the rest of you that have issues. And I'd be glad to take them and work on them. If you have, you know, concrete suggestions or things you'd like to see to improve what we're doing, certainly we're open to improvement in that department and every other department in the city. We're open to suggestion. I think it's a value thing. I think we need it. You're right. We used to have two people, what we used to have, because we had Becky Hodgson, and before that,
Becky was first.
Becky was first.
Well, there's been gradual transition. It's not like there is, you know, a clear line of the sand between one set of staff and another. That's always the way it is with the city, like staffing an entity like this, people move back and forth. So it's hard to take a snapshot of a budget like this, and I understand it's not entirely fair, the analysis, but these are the numbers I have, and this is the system that's set up. So, you know, I'm absolutely happy to talk about some of the concerns. I talked about some of the concerns before, back starting in November, and I hope that we can see some improvement. I think maybe Tammy had also had some concerns, and I hope we can get something wrapped around. I don't know that we need to change the number, but this is my venue for talking about
Absolutely.
budget.
I'm listening to you.
My concern really is just that, I know before this budget process is over, we're going to be cutting some things. And to me, I think we need to look at the priorities of whether or not public relations is more valid